Welcome to Stretford, Paddock. I am Adam McCullough. We are playing today Newcastle, not Spurs. Despite what it says on the screen, we don't want to relive that 6-1 defeat against Spurs. But today, I am here with my man Joe.
How you doing?
Still got pizza in my teeth, but we are surviving. We are thriving. We are coming through for the league title.
It's on.
Is it on?
The title's on, mate. You should have seen what happened in Liverpool today. Everton, Liverpool drawing. Van Dijk out for the rest of the season. Title charge, mate. Title charge. And it starts today away at St James's Park against Newcastle.
It does start today away at St James's Park against Newcastle. Cam's working on the graphic. We'll have the team news up soon. What I want you lot to do at home is get your comments in. What do you think of the team when we see that team news?
Yep.
What your score predictions are. First goal scorer predictions. Etc. etc. Get all those thoughts into us here on Stretford.
That team's going to be out in 1 minute's time. There's been a league team this afternoon, hasn't there? And we can compare those two teams in a moment. But the notable inclusions to that league team are Harry Maguire and Juan Mata, both in. Obviously, Mata in for Martial, but no.
That full league team was
David
De
no
Gea in goal.
Yeah.
Wan-Bissaka, Luke Shaw, Maguire, Lindelof.
Yeah.
Then in the midfield, we have Matic, Pogba. In that league team, I repeat. Matic, Pogba, Mata, Bruno, Rashford, and Mason Greenwood, Murder Mace up top.
Yeah.
What would you think if that was the team?
I wouldn't be too disappointed. I'd be a little bit surprised that we didn't play Igalo. It would be interesting to see what would presumably be Mason Greenwood's. Would it be the first time starting a game as the central striker for Manchester United in the Premier League?
I think so, yes.
Yeah. The team should be out this second, so as soon as it comes available, which it will do anytime now, we'll be reading that out.
And congratulations to Cam for sorting the graphic out.
Yeah,
it's not like it was his only job today, but he managed to do it.
The team
I've got the lineup.
Is out, and it's not, I repeat, not the league team. We've got David De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire. So Maguire does keep his place. Luke Shaw at left back. But then a midfield of Fred, McTominay, Mata, Fernandes, James and Rashford. No Greenwood, no Pogba, no Matic. Mason Greenwood doesn't make the bench. Pogba is on the bench. Matic is on the bench. Telles, Van der Beek, Igalo, Bayern, Henderson all make the bench. Let's go through that side again because that's well different. David De Gea, Aaron Wan-Bissaka at right back, a centre-back partnership of Victor Lindelof and Harry Maguire with Luke Shaw at left back. Then the midfield, Fred, McTominay, Mata, Fernandes, James, and I would assume Marcus Rashford up front. What do you think?
Now, bear in mind, we do have PSG in a couple of days' time, so maybe with that game in mind. But no Mason Greenwood on the bench even is a little bit weird, unless he's picked up a knock or an injury of sorts. I'm glad that the team isn't the same as that league team, because that would mean that we've got bigger issues than the team coming out itself. I think going with McTominay and Fred in midfield, it probably shows that he's saving Matic and Pogba for that game against Paris Saint-Germain.
It's a risky play, though, isn't it?
I don't actually think it is risky. Because did Matic play well? Did Pogba play well in the last game?
You're
so
right.
Could you say that they're replacing players that are playing really well? I don't think so. I think they come into the team. There'll be a balanced midfield too, with Bruno ahead of them. My worries here is Mata and James. Yeah. I'm not too worried about Mata. But Daniel James is playing in his preferred position today.
Well, that's
on that left-hand
side.
That's
assuming that Rashford is playing up front.
Well, where else is Rashford going to play?
Well, we've seen it in the past where Mata plays as almost like a false nine. So you could see Rashford on the left, Dan James on the right, and Mata the furthest forward through the centre. I assume that Rashford will be up front, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was Mata being the furthest forward central player.
The bench is very strong, by the way. Dean Henderson, Alex Telles, Bailly, Matic, Pogba, Van der Beek, Igalo.
Yeah.
It's weird. You could play a midfield three of Matic, Pogba, Van der Beek, and it'd be pretty strong, wouldn't it? So that is a good thing to have there.
You could argue that every single player on that bench could improve on the players that are on the pitch in their position.
I don't think Igalo's an improvement on Rashford, but most of them, I agree with what you're saying.
We've got a super chat here that says, disgusting, Van der Beek needs to start. What do you think to that? Van der Beek still not started in the Premier League.
It's a tricky one. I think you could argue that he deserves to start, and I think I was one of those that was saying he should have started against Palace, he should have started against Brighton, he should have started against Spurs, and he didn't start in those games. But then, imagine you're a new player in a team and you're part of that team, like a team that's not performing badly. What does that do for your confidence? Maybe he's just allowing him time to bed in, get settled, and not rushing him too much.
No.
Because we could have rushed Alex Telles in today, Facundo Pellistri in today. What do you gain from that?
Yeah.
The one thing I am concerned with is Maguire starting. I genuinely believe that. I feel he needs a break.
I don't know.
You shook your head there. You disagree?
Yeah, I do. I think I do disagree. I think it looks worse dropping a player that's the captain, that's such a big signing, because he's going through a bit of a tough time. Because we've had players go through a tough time. We didn't drop De Gea when he had his tough time. We didn't drop Luke Shaw when he had his tough time. We didn't drop Marcus Rashford when he had his tough time. And I know that there's more things at play here. There's the off-the-field stuff, which none of them have ever had with the, his thing in Greece and all that kind of thing. But for me, Ollie knows these players better. And
For me, Clive.
For me, Clive. I think that keeping Harry Maguire in the starting lineup is a nod to him to say, right, I'm giving you another chance here. That we're going to help you back to your form and stuff rather than dropping him.
I think we should have left him out
And said he was injured.
completely.
Say he was injured.
Yeah.
Because he hinted towards him being injured, didn't he?
I just think, and this is, look, everyone, you've all seen me criticise him over the last couple of weeks. And this is just me from a purely human level. Just give him a break, bruv. Like,
Yeah.
What? The end of last season, he had a poor end to the season.
Yeah.
He got away with it because Lindelof took a lot of the criticism. But then he had a summer where his holiday wasn't a holiday. He's spent in a cell, having all that stress. Comes back, performs badly. Not the only one, granted. It's not I'm not blaming him for everything. But what I'm saying is he looks like one of those, the most that needs a break. And I know it's early on. I know it's easy to say.
Yeah.
But I just felt giving him some time off maybe would have done it. And I feel we're trying to say, like, I think maybe Maguire or Ollie are thinking like it's a weakness to drop him. I don't think it is. You gotta, like, if he has a bad game today, we got PSG next, bruv.
Yeah.
What happens then? They roast him. You keep him in the team?
What's the other option then? So you don't play him in this game, and then you bring him back to play PSG, or you drop him for that game.
I would have given him a week
Bailly
off.
was just as bad as Maguire in the last game.
No, he wasn't.
He was.
No, he wasn't.
He
I
was.
wasn't.
He was at fault for more goals.
Bailly decided to go to shit after Maguire had already turned to shit.
Oh well, that's no excuse.
And
though,
that was when you had a left back that was running all over the
So
gaff.
Bailly and Maguire were both at fault for the first goal, and then Bailly was at fault for the second and third goals. I don't think that playing Bailly is it isn't necessarily an improvement over Maguire in this form when Bailly's in the form he was against Tottenham.
But you could also say Maguire and Lindelof have had chance after chance after chance.
And
So Bailly does one thing bad and he's out all of a sudden.
Yeah, but Harry Maguire's
90% of the time Bailly plays, he's our best defender
maybe
when he's fit.
Maybe.
Anyway,
We just don't play enough.
we've got over 1,200 people watching, I believe. We have set a target of
500 likes, please.
We get paid in likes, if you didn't know.
I get 50p a like. So £2.50 if we get 500 likes, and that's my wages for the week sorted. I think Harry Maguire improved the team so much last season that it would be unfair to drop him after a rough start.
I
to
don't
a
want to
season.
know about unfair.
All right then.
Do him a favour,
All right, then.
bruv.
Not
Do
unfair.
him a favour.
Not unfair. I think it would negatively impact the squad.
Why
to
are we
not
such
have him in there.
puddies? Like, do him a favour. Stop being a pussy.
It's not about.
Pogba gets
doing a
dropped.
favour. Yeah.
So drop fucking Maguire. Why is he Teflon?
Because he's the captain.
Man's moving like Steflon done.
I don't think that we've got enough people in there who are good enough replacements for Maguire.
Bro, do I have binoculars on?
Do you think?
How the fuck am I supposed to read that?
Because I can read and you can't. Do you think we'll see Telles against PSG?
What's his name?
Philip Nikolovsky.
At least say his name out when people are giving us money.
Philip Nikolovsky with a super chat. Do you think we'll see Telles against PSG? No, I don't.
I think we'll see Tellers in the next league game.
Yeah, I agree.
Give PSG. Or we go 3 at the back, play both him and Shaw against.
Yeah. I don't think Shaw will get dropped for Tellers, but you might see Tellers if they're both playing.
Yeah. You reckon we're going to batter PSG?
Yeah, I think we'll do them.
The league's back on, isn't it?
The league's back on.
Today.
Liverpool dropped more points today. That's 1 point in the last 2 game weeks for
Everton were coming
Liverpool.
for you.
Everton also dropped points. They're no good. They're shit. 10 points from 4 games, whatever it is. Chelsea, we can go ahead of Chelsea if we win our games in hand. Man City, they're beating Arsenal now, but they're sluggish. Arsenal, who could have gone second if they'd have won today, they're losing. It's all up in the air.
We only lost 6-1 in our last game. I mean, it shows
less
that
than Liverpool. Liverpool lost 7-2. City lost 5-2 to Leicester. Chelsea just draw and lose to everyone.
Do you think Ollie says that
6-1,
in a meeting with the board when they're saying we're gonna have to discuss your future?
Yeah.
We got battered 6-1 by Spurs, and he goes, "Did you not see the Liverpool game?
If I was Ollie and they'd have gone, we need to discuss your future. You lost 6-1. I'd have gone. In this league, 6-1's basically a score
2-1.
draw. It's a score draw.
2-1.
6-1 loss is basically a 1-1 from last season.
Yeah.
So I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah.
We're going to win the league. Simple as that.
21 still on.
Yeah.
Do you remember my theory?
When
2021?
20 becomes 21.
Yeah.
21. Strong.
When 2 becomes 1. We'll do a remix of that. I need a league title like I've never needed leagues before.
I should have come in underneath then, sorry. We're going to be back for a watch along at 7:30. Stephen Howson, dressed like a regional manager at Quick Fit, will be on the watch along with us. We're going to have Alex and Jay on the halftime show as well. Should we see us out?
Should we finish that off? Or
finish what off? The song?
Yeah, it's a good song, that. We just nearly had a hit.
We did, actually.
Nearly made the Spice Girls known for something.
Yeah.
What did they become? 2 became 1,
I suppose. Exactly. 2 became 1.
Yeah, but
they fused together.
20 is becoming 21 this year.
Yeah, we're still going to win the league. The league title, the charge is still on. We were talking before. I think that the league winners will get under 90 points this season for the first time in about 5 years.
And then we'll have 22 the year after.
Yeah.
Like John O'Shea.
Yeah. And we'll have a butler delivering the Premier League medals to Man United.
Ollie will be our butler of medals.
Perfect. We're going to be back for a watch along in about 20 minutes. Make sure you tune in. Manchester United face Newcastle. It's only 15 quid. Find a stream. Join.
Don't
join
pay
us on the
£15.
No, find a dodgy stream. Fuck it. I'm going to say that. It's legal, isn't it? Can you say that?
But if they find a dodgy stream, then they can't watch us.
Yeah, you can. Multiple tabs.
Tabs.
Yeah.
Screens. You need multiple screens, not tabs, bro.
No, you can have multiple tabs, and then you do it. So you do that thing where it splits each tab to half the screen, us and a stream. Get it done. Right, we'll be back at 7:30 for the watch along. See you in a bit.